everybody. How are we doing tonight? Sorry.
Yeah! Woo!
Give it up for Lila and Barton. What a great job they're doing. So nice. I gotta say, it's a little emotional being here. It's my last Star Search ever. I'm graduating this year, and next year I'm going to the University of Toronto. It's a lot of change in my life. It's a lot of new stuff happening, and it's all very exciting, but it's also very, very weird. Because it's like, I keep on telling myself, like, I'm moving to a new city next year. Like, this place, where I've lived my entire life, I'm just, like, ditching it. I'm done here. And everyone expects me to be all ready for this, and independent and mature, and, like, I want to be, but yesterday I had to ask my dad to cut a bagel open. Because I didn't know how to do that. It's also quite stressful because my family's always been, like, very safety paranoid. Actually, when I was a kid, if you can see me, I can see you was our family motto. And it was safety to the point where I used to have recurring nightmares about the strangers in the Stranger Danger videos that they made me watch. So in other words, the Stranger Danger videos worked perfectly. And now I'm just like supposed to forget all that training, and they're shipping me across the country to a city full of don't-knows, and I'm not even bringing with me a safe side adult. Like, that doesn't make any sense. It's also super weird because I'm leaving my twin for the first time. We've never lived in separate cities, and now I guess everyone I meet is just going to know me as my own independent person, which is fun. But it also means that when I meet people, no one is immediately going to tell me every twin they know anymore, which is actually a good thing. I've never understood that interaction. It's like, I don't know what they expect to come from that conversation. They're like, oh my god, my brother's girlfriend's cousin once dated a twin. And I'm supposed to be like, wait, there are more of us? Who told me this? Yeah, and I know that some things won't change with when I move away, though, because I know that no matter how old I get, I'm 100% sure that waiters are going to continue to call me Buddy upon seeing me, because they don't know. They don't want to serve me, they don't want to man me, so they go for the convenient third gender option, and that's Buddy. But I don't really mind when stuff like that happens. I don't really mind when people mess up my gender like that, because it makes me immune to catcalling. I never get catcalled, ever. A lot of my friends have these horrible interactions with men on the streets because they look like 18-year-old women. And I don't look like that. I look like a 13-year-old boy. Like a little 13-year-old boy who like just discovered hair gel. Like that's what I am. And I know that. And I never get catcalled. Because no one's out there trying to catcall a little 13-year-old boy. I guess some people might be. But in that case, I'm also safe because I could just be like, do you think I'm a 13-year-old boy? And they'd be like, yeah, actually, I did. Be like, I'm not. I just dress like this. And they'd be like, oh, my bad. You need to catcall. Great. But I do have to deal with a lot of the other things that other women do. Like, I have to suffer through the horrors of menstrual product packaging. Oh my god, it's so frustrating. It's so boring. Like, I don't get it. Some man somewhere was like, I understand women, and I know what they want. I know what they want to see at their lowest moment, and that is vague floral ideas. Okay? They want pink, they want orange, they want a very gentle blue, okay? And we want to make that out of the loudest material we can find. So everyone in the bathroom knows what they're doing, and that's not what we want. That's not what we want. I want pads covered in little baby animals. I want pads where there are jokes and inspirational quotes. I want pads where, in a box, you collect a different Avenger on every one. Why don't we get that? Why not throw a little Sudoku in the back or a little coloring page? Give us 3 little crayons in every box. That's, I think, what we deserve. I basically want them to market pads as if they were selling them to toddlers, okay? And I think we deserve that. But yeah, it's like I'm moving out and I have to grow up and I have to realize that all these things that I did that were really funny when I was a kid are like actual problems that I have to address now. Like my family has always had this ongoing joke about how I never cried in public. This was a thing when I was a kid. If something happened at school, I just wouldn't cry about it until I got home, and that was the joke. And my family thought it was adorable. They were like, "Oh, Nika's gonna cry with us when she gets home." And it was something we said for like 18 years, and now when I do it, they give me a book about anxiety for Christmas. It's a really fun way to find out that your family thinks that you have a mental illness. It's like, oh, like you saw this and you thought of me? I'm so touched. I mean, I I remember when I realized that like other people didn't deal with emotions in the same way I did. I just didn't realize that it was a problem. Like, I was at soccer practice and this girl got hurt on the field and she's crying all over the place. First of all, I'm like, you're not supposed to do that yet, okay? Until you're home. But, and then the coach goes to ask her if she's okay and she's like, no! And I was like, you're not supposed to say that. You always say yes, okay? She just didn't understand. But I'm starting to think I really gotta work on that one because like, I'm moving out, and I'm not about to come home for Christmas break and just like burst into tears. But when I step on the door, like something really embarrassing happened in October, and I can tell you about it. So I don't know, it's just like the closer I get to adult life, it just feels like I'm not ready. It feels like I missed a class. Like, do you know what I mean? Like all the adults got an information session, and I just wasn't there. And like they got all the rules about the world that I don't know yet. And I think about it constantly, like I don't know what you do when you see an urn, okay? These are the things that keep me up at night. Like when you walk into someone's home and there's a visible urn, what are you supposed to do about it? Do you ignore it? Do you apologize for their loss? Do you go, oh, someone special? Like, I don't know. I feel like somebody needs to tell me that before I leave. But I'll figure it out. Thank you so much, everybody.